Warmest greetings, dear ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in Victoria to Napoleon's legacy, where we will continue on making Poland-Lithuania the greatest country on earth, which it already is, but when you reach the greatest top, you should not stop, you should not stagnate, because then you will fall eventually. So we will continue to advance, we will become better, increase our industry, increase our army, and we have a specific purpose for increasing our army. If you look over here, you will see that we are fielding 319 out of 478 possible brigades, and while that will probably be enough to defeat pretty much anyone, like Russia wouldn't be any problem at all, Prussia, Germany, whatever, we won't have any issue dealing with them with that amount of troops. But we are close to breaching the 1 million, the board of 1 million. We need to cross that line to have more than 1 million active servicemen in our forces. Also, it would be additional that we would have another army here, so it would be too long for this list to fit. It's just those kind of dick measuring things. You really need to have a big army. That comes with great power status, right? You need a big army so you can show it off to everyone. So we will make a new army, and we will make it in Europe, because we have a lot of men to call upon. I think we will just have a random mix out of different troops, and we will do it with the regular standard since I've been using it the whole time, so why the hell not? There would be 6 infantry, it will be 5 artillery, and there will be an engineer and a hussar. No, airplane. Gotta have Polish airplane. Oh, North German. Gotta have a Polish airplane. Bromberg, there we go. Now we have a Polish airplane. Wonderful. So that will be 39,000 more men, and right now we have, let's see if my math will get me through this. No, it won't be enough, will it? I don't think it will be enough. Oh well, we can just make another army afterwards. It's no big deal. We're close to 1 million anyway. We're at like 319 times 3. This should be easy. But it's, let's see, 960 minus 3, 957? Am I right? Maybe? Something like that? Oh well, somewhere in those regions. So 39,000 men will probably not be enough. But we are close enough. Let's just make another army after that, and then breach 1 million. It will be glorious and beautiful in all kinds of ways. They will be meeting up at their usual location, which is probably in, where is it now? There's Warsaw, yeah, the regular location for all of our armed forces. Army construction. We're still making craftsmen, or encouraging people to become craftsmen. It's wonderful to work in our factories. We will have a wonderful standard. You will have a decent minimum wage, acceptable actually, acceptable even. Not even decent, but acceptable minimum wage. You will have 14 hours to work per day. Holy shit. I can't imagine living back then, or in this time area, working 14 hours a day in a goddamn factory. It must have been hell. Quite literally hell. So I'm glad that period is past. I think I mentioned that before. So we have Operation Retake Slovakia, or free Slovakia from Czechoslovakia. That is one thing that we need to do. I also got called to reduce Prussia to nothingness. I'm not sure if that is possible. We could go for acquire state, right? And that would be 11 infamy. We will reach that level soon, so we can take, for example, Pomerania from them. We will use Polish. And if we take Pomerania, we will take all of that. Let's switch to region map mode, right? So Prussia is consisting of 2 regions. We will have Pomerania up here and then Brandenburg. In total, it would cost 11 to take this part. Then in a separate war, we would have to take this part. And this part would cost 23. So it's not really feasible to take all of Prussia in one go, even if it's very tempting to do so. Actually, it's even Prussian Saxony here, so it would cost even more. What could we do instead? We could make them our puppet. That seemed like a far more reasonable solution. Would cost us 11 infamy, or 10 infamy at maximum. And that seems reasonable to do. They are now in France's sphere of influence. Which is a shame, because France is a bitch. I mean, France is evil. That's what I was trying to say. France. Presidential dictatorship France. But that doesn't even look... I think something has happened with the name here. That does not look French to me. Granted, I do not know French, so for all I know it could be some weird French dialect. Maybe. But I doubt it. You also have the NSDAP here still. I'm waiting for the World War to start. I'm assuming they're going for it. Let's see. We're almost done with most of the important technologies. We have all the commerce that are of interest to us. We're still earning a great deal of money. We lack the last in the chemistry and electricity, but we'll get that soon enough. We have great war experience there, which should be done fairly soon. And Navy is of little concern to us. Overall, we're doing beautifully. We're missing some in culture, but we have this, we have taken biologism. The rest is interesting to have. I mean, more of a curiosity than anything else. But it would be worthwhile to take. What is going on here? Oh, there's war now? I guess the Second World War has started. Let's see what the lines are looking at. We have North German Federation, which have cores on pretty much all over the place, which are attacking France, Switzerland, Sardinia, Piedmont, and Sicily. And apparently they have Russia on their side. Alright, the two fascists are tagging along with each other. Wait, is Prussia also part of this war? Oh, it's probably them trying to retake Prussia, isn't it? No, it's actually France that started it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Did not see that one coming. Not at all. Romania asks us to back them in the current crisis that is about crisis of return of Hungary's rightful territories. I mean, I'm not very interested in seeing Romania having to give back territory to goddamn Hungary, so I will back them. Hopefully no one else will back them, or back Hungary. No one was interested, and we saved Romania's day. Could have easily gone on the other side and screwed over Romania, but they have been a, trustworthy ally. I have no ill will towards them. Not at all. I mean, I still don't know why the AI kind of throws away. Whenever they go to war, even if they're on a completely separate continent, like if they were at war between France and North Germany and we were like Kukan, we would get France asking, can we move through your land to reach Germany? I don't know why. They keep doing it. How far ahead are we of France? We have over 100 points more. That should be decent enough. I believe so. I mean, how much population do they have? We have more than them. Ah. French Canadian. Is that due to... no, they've lost it. Saint-Pierre-Miquelon. But why would it be France? Why are you accepting the French Canadians? I mean, I get that they are French, sort of, so if they return to France, they would be accepted, but they don't have any provinces that have it. Do they have balloons somewhere here? Not really. But they are still accepting balloons. I guess they started with Wallonia, so that makes sense then. I'll pretend that's the reason. Some revolts in Narva and Reval, that's fine. We have another army ready, and let's just make one more so we reach that point that I mentioned. The most glorious of points. Wait, artillery already being made? Oh, they weren't done yet. When will the artillery be done? In 14 days. That's fine. We'll just have to remember to get them back to where they need to be. Air and engineer and airplane. Beautiful. And in a few days, this artillery over here will be done. We will snap them up and make sure... Oh, they were actually in the province we went to. How fortunate. What a nice coincidence. Finland is getting... Well, I'm guessing they're becoming very Jacobinish. The fascist dictatorship has over in Finland. That's at least according to the Finnish people. Soon enough, they will fall. And they will become a democracy, I assume. Since it's the Jacobin rebels that are leading the charge. It looked like the North German Federation lost the war, once again. Let's see, how strong is France? How strong is the French army? They're protecting... No, this is not France. God damn it. Here, France. 528 brigades. Okay. Yeah, so... Oh, they're still at war. I guess that makes sense then. And they are mobilized. But holy shit, that's a lot of men. And they keep increasing as well due to the mobilization. Holy hell, France, you have so goddamn many men. And I say that with quite a big army, but they're doing better than me. In that regard, I'm quite afraid of the prospect of fighting France. I am not as afraid of fighting Ireland and Japan, though. So we could now just complete our mission of acquiring Slovakia. I'm quite fine with that, so let's get started making that plan. We're only 9 years away from finishing the game anyway, so we might as well make use of it. We have done much better than anyone, including myself, could ever have imagined. Netherlands wants to ally us again. Holy shit, they lost Friesland. You look terrible, Netherlands. You look awful. But we'll ally you. Just don't cause any wars. War of the Kokand... Wait, it seems like the Chinese are advancing. What? They are taking Kokand Khanate. Never seen that happen before. But I'm sure it's fine. 8.4 infamy, that's quite unfortunate. It's a lot. It's a lot, and we didn't really deserve to get that much. Let's finish the army so we're done there, and then we can go on with other more beautiful things. We should also station some troops along the border here. Let's just kind of put this guy here. You know, just get some armies. We don't need too many. I think we're overdoing it a bit. I don't really think that Japan will do much in the ways of getting in our way. Japan does have a lot of men, though, to be fair. They do have a... Holy shit, why does everyone have so goddamn many men? And who are they fighting now? It's North German liberation of Danish Schleswig. The North Germans are really trying to make a name for themselves. At least they're being a bit true to the whole Nazi thing, being very militaristic and willing to go to war and take over things. Speaking of militaristic, we have 11.87% fascism in our country. And that is quite worrying. Quite worrying. We suddenly have some ability to increase. They are neutral now. Perhaps the French will surrender. Balboa? Oh wait, that's... yeah, Panama Canal. Almost forgot we had that. Okay, we are increasing now, so we should be able to get at least to cordial, and maybe we will get to friendly. But then I think the French will set a stop to us. The French are not very happy about our dealings here in Prussia. Perhaps we should invest something in the... Wait, we can't do that. I know. We can't invest, and we don't have the... Wait, oh, they are still... They're fully developed as a country. We can't invest in them. But we're still the greatest power on Earth. Maybe we should just improve our relations with them a little bit to make sure that we are getting a bit more. I don't think it will help. There's very little way that the French will give up. Let's get some terrorist cells then. Increase relations. That's fine. This does seem... I think I picked the wrong decision there. But it does seem like we are never going to win. This is like a fruitless thing. Let's go for some jingoism as well. Jingoism is fun in this game. Not so fun in real life though, to be fair. But in this game it's quite fun. Jingoism. How's it going with the war justification? It's almost done. We only have a few more days left. And that is beautiful news. Increase opinion over here, there, cordial even. So we are improving our relation with Prussia quite rapidly. Meanwhile, France is done helping out Sweden, so let's see what their normalized army is like. 359 brigades, that's not too far off from where we are. Unfortunately, they are full on military tech, as full as we are. And that's bad. It's really bad. 20 days, 15 days. Yeah, see, now they started to discredit us and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't think we will even reach to friendly, honestly. And there's no way we will dismantle them unless they become really too busy or they lose a war. And them losing a war seems highly unlikely. So, we will have a war for Czechoslovakia and Slovakia. Do we call allies? Seeing as most of them will not accept? No. We actually have quite a few allies, which is fun to see. Let's see who would like to join us in a war. We have, let's see here, there we go. Grand Colombia, will you join us? They will accept, sure, we will add them. And then we have Dalmatia, will you accept? They will not accept, well, screw you then. We also have Tatarstan, will you accept? They will, but you're useless. Well, to be fair, Grand Colombia was too. Denmark, sure, Denmark, you can join. I'm fine with you. And Netherlands, will you join? They will join. Okay, I think I'm fine with those. Let's go for secularism. Wait, Denmark and Norway. Where's Denmark then? Didn't I just have Denmark? So this is Denmark, Norway. Denmark, Norway. Wait, who did I invite to the war again? Denmark. What? So where is Denmark? This is Denmark, Norway. It's a different nation. Let me scratch my head and try to think about it. So Denmark, Norway is one thing, and Denmark is a different thing. Denmark has apparently 141,000 people in it. Are they like some of these? No, this is all British Union. Okay, so where is Denmark? The greatest mystery of our time. What the hell is Denmark? It's clearly not over here. It's evidently not here either. What the hell? Denmark? I can imagine. I know the Danish had some colonies in places. Like over here somewhere and stuff. But where is Denmark? It says they have Icelandic as well. So could it be Iceland? Or is it just a bug? I mean, this Faroe Islands and Greenland both belong to Denmark, Norway. Or is it just saying it wrong? But Denmark, Norway, we're not allied to Denmark. We are allied to Denmark, though. I am quite confused. What? What? Since when did we get men over here? What? Am I missing something? Maybe I've just had a lapse of bad judgment and I completely forgot about everything that has happened. I can't remember this ever happening. I really can't. Well, we will try to transport our fleet back then. So this is Denmark. And this is Denmark, Norway. Alright. That's fine. That is really fine. Wasn't that what the Germans were fighting about? Maybe Germany released them. How did we ally them? Ah, oh well. The Danish mystery will be one to elude historians forever. Oh, completely forgot about the war. That's quite typical, isn't it? Well, send in the men, send in the army. We can deal. That should be it. I mean, just defeating the men here and here should be breaking their army. Holy hell, that should have broken them quite easily. Alright, you can send them here and this one over there. Beautiful. And soon enough, Prague will be in our reach. I seriously can't remember anything about Denmark. Maybe I should get my memory checked. Maybe I'm becoming senile. I could have sworn I have not engaged in anything regarding Danish politics. But I could have also. Could have clicked on something. So it could just be one of those cases of bad memory and bad attention. Or maybe it's just plain out mysterious. One way or another, I'm sure it's fine. We solved the case. There, Brno. I don't know how to pronounce that. B-R-N-O. Brno. Prague. Or Praha. It's fine as well. There. And the Dutch are actually very helpful. I'm happy about that. We seem to be at war. Well, we are, of course, at war with Ireland. Oh, they have truce with Ireland. Of course they do. Goddamn British Union. Which have become stronger than ever. Goddamn British Union. And Native Confederation is now all alone and can't do anything against the American Restoration of Order. So we will see a proper America. Ain't that very disappointing? It is very disappointing. But we can be blamed with it. At least the British Union can be blamed with it. Now they're not under British Empire protection anymore. Proposed peace, we can only negotiate with Japan, it seems. And they would not agree to that peace demand. Which is fine, we will just have to defeat the British one by one. I can do that. Absolutely. Let's go for some more supply limits. Stronger, better, faster army. There. And then we just wait for the Dutch to be done with their occupations. Sure, we could just go ahead and help out the Dutch in the Sudetenland. Could also claim the Sudetes. It would be like, this is a horrible region though. Like this, is it connected? No, not entirely. This is a little bit here. That disconnects Sudeten here from the rest of the Sudeten. That makes it a horrible region to have. A really horrible region. Hopefully this turns into Czech Republic afterwards. After the war, since they don't even have anything left of Czechoslovakia, or of Slovakia, so they can't really call themselves Czechoslovakia now, can they? But technically they can. I mean, who's really stopping them? There, prioritize that. Oh, beautiful. More procs. Fascist has lost a lot of power. Maybe because the current administration is showing the prowess of making war and not peace. But we should probably say the damn communists. The damn commies are everywhere. Also the Polish-Lithuanian fascists. So what is the most important thing for them all? Well, apart from all of these things which you don't care about, reducing the work hours seems reasonable. So we will reduce it to 12-hour workdays. And that should take the steam out of all of them. Wait, the Danish gave up? Well, that's disappointing. We'll have to reoccupy that territory. And they are still at war. They're at war with the same enemies that we are. So that's good. North German liberation of Danish. Wait, that's still going on. But what? I don't understand. I don't understand at all what the hell is going on here. Because they are at war with... let me try to get it straight. North German liberation of Danish Schleswig, right? That is the North German Federation's goal here. They are fighting Japan, Denmark, Norway and Iceland to complete that war goal. Seems reasonable on the surface. Apart from the fact that Denmark-Norway does not control anything of Danish Schleswig, so the war is about what exactly? Nothing? It's about nothing. They're fighting someone that doesn't even control the territory that they want. I don't understand. Gotta be a bug. Well, it's not only gotta be, it is a bug. But we will suffice. And just wait now for the ticking war score to give us the final blow. Ah, that's interesting. Why the hell would Gran Colombia even care? Why would he care about that? I'm never gonna push through such a ridiculous demand. Oh no, also some industries are going bad. But more of them are going well, and we're getting so much money. Ah, come on, white peace. Do you really think that I would accept white peace? The AI would never accept a white piece if the roles were reversed. Let's see, daily plus 1. How much will it be? Like plus 15 currently. And what is the limit? Plus 16 now. 1 per 10 days, really. So we are slowly advancing. I don't remember what the cap is for the score over time bonus. But I'm sure it's maybe 25%, 30%? I feel like getting 1 war score every 10 days is pretty reasonable. It's not too bad at all, really. Are you willing to surrender? No. And I'm not willing to negotiate. Ah, the Irish have landed. Though not in sufficient number to pose any kind of threat. Come on, stop it, Japan. You're embarrassing yourselves. There's nothing you can do to stop us. Just give up. Just like the North German Federation should. Wait, how is it fulfilled? They don't control it. How is it? Oh, God. This game sometimes. This game. Let's see, 26%. 27, we're at 94 in total. Japan should be surrendering soon enough. You know, should give up. They have nothing to gain from this. Nothing at all, in fact. Plus they're fighting war against the Nazis as well. They might as well focus on the Nazis. There, 98%. Oh, it's over 30%, so maybe you can even go to 50% in total. Ah, there we go. They are finally willing to give up. We have fixed one of the worst crimes in cartography that has ever existed. The little sliver here of Nitra, Kosice, and Ungvar are now part of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth instead. And that is, for all intents and purposes, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We have solved that problem. Now, now it's the problem of Prussia. It would be nice to have Prussia in our sphere. It would be nice to have Prussia as part of our nation, but at the end we just need to realize what our limits are. We have liberated the Balkans, however. Well, mostly. We have Albania being free country, the Greater Albania even. We have Serbia being free, although quite small. They don't have, for example, southern Serbia. Bosnia is quite strong. We are lacking a nice Croatia, though. We could release Croatia. We could go to war for a liberate country. That would be 11, though. That's a bit too much for my taste. Quite a bit too much. Could we go to war? We still have the free Balkans. So we can free Bulgaria, for example. If we want, we can go for a free Balkans tour. It will cause us to fight against the Irish again. But with Romanian assistance, I think that could be very, very fun and feasible. That could be our noble goal before the end of the world. But that will have to happen in the next episode, which will probably, and I can't promise that though, will probably be the last episode of this series. So I thank you all for watching this far and through all of these episodes. I hope you find this series enjoyable. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.